is a world.
This is a world premiere.
This is a world premiere.
I done been through a whole lot, trial, tribulation, but I know God.
Hey, Reg here, and welcome back to the blog. It's day 40 of my 60-day raw food challenge, and I'm freezing. I've got on, like, this is a flannel lined shirt. There's a hurricane coming, Hurricane Joaquin. This, is reminding me of back in, 2012 when, Hurricane Sandy came and kind of washed the neighborhood away. It's so interesting because I checked back on my day 40 blog post from the 2012 60-day raw food challenge, and I'm on the farm and I'm surrounded by produce and just I'm talking about joy and everything was great, and a month later the entire farm was washed away by Hurricane Sandy. And so it's just kind of a reminder of how you have to think about life in a very real way. Life is not perfect, and life doesn't lay itself out in a nice orderly way for us to be able to just place our tools on the table and get stuff done as we would like to, right? Life is not just our personal work table. There are other people trying to get stuff done, and sometimes the table's just not there, so you have to make do. And I've been thinking about a lot of the other, especially like those leading, the leading figures in the vegan movement, at least the people who are posting, and the image they present of this just perfect world where good health is just at the center of everything, and they're in these big ass kitchens with fruit all around them, and speaking in these kind of like loving voices or whatever it is. So, but it's not real. I live in Brooklyn. I live in New York City, and it's a really challenging life to begin with. So to throw on top of that the choice to challenge yourself by living the restricted life of a raw vegan or whatever, it's not easy. So I commend anyone who's out there doing it. And I just want to point out what those realities are. I know that there are people out there who are working 50 to 60 hour work weeks, right? There are waiters and bus drivers and school teachers and people with 2-hour commutes and people with kids who are making it work on vegan lifestyle, right? I know that you're out there, but I know that it's also got to be a challenge, right? And you may not have a $400 Vitamix, and you may not have a $200 dehydrator and food processors and spiral slicers that make it more convenient, right? That will add that variety to your life. So you're doing things in all of the kind of bootleg, do-it-yourself ways that creative people living in an urban environment figure out for themselves, right? And so just to know that those are the people that I'd really love to see posting videos about living a vegan lifestyle. My friends Lori and Gabe, who were in Chicago, and they were posting back in 2012 when I was there, and really thriving. And now they're living in, I believe they're living in the Northwest, and and finding it challenging, right? Finding it more challenging, and but still in it and trying to make it work, but living lifestyles that present what the realities are of modern life. And there's also been my post yesterday was talking about the effects of racism on people who were trying to live a healthier lifestyle, and there are the challenges, the external challenges that come just based on the fact that you were born as someone not recognized or not identified as white in American society or Western society. So those are all things that have an impact on this life, and that people are out there doing is just amazing. So I would love to hear from those people, and I'm now, that's my work when I'm looking through blogs. I'm looking for people who are just living a lifestyle that is full of the challenges that regular people face, who are thinking about making the transition to a healthier lifestyle, a cruelty-free lifestyle. So yeah, that's that. I want to give a shout out to the Privileged Vegan. I think it's the Privileged Vegan, who I watched one of her posts yesterday, and it was just amazing to see a person who was not a person of color talking about white privilege. That was kind of cool, and I'm going to post a link to her channel so that you guys can check her out. And I also want to shout out The Honest Vegan, because my music selection for today actually comes from her, Ari Lennox. The song is Bound. It's her single. And it's, I believe it's from last year, but I'm just getting introduced to it, and it reminded me of like a Burt Bacharach song that would have been, so that was cool. So check out Ari Lennox. The song is Bound. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great one. I'm just going to sit here cold waiting for Hurricane Joaquin to do whatever it's going to do, but I hope you guys are safe and happy wherever you are, and loving yourselves, and have a great one. Peace.
I love myself, but they can